start the game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bell. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Nelson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll go right back to the run. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. They've really got it going the last few weeks, won their last 3, and maybe going to get a little bit of national attention.
Yeah, they had some bumps in the road early in the year, but this is a team that's starting to peak at the right time. They're building momentum, building confidence, stacking these wins. They want to put another one in the W column here today, Dave.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. He's at touchdown, Cornhusker. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. To the air on first down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Just got to finish the play. If you're the wide receiver, you got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. The sure hands, it's Lacey. There he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
Yeah, and you got to love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And that's such a difficult thing to ask your quarterback, to run the RPO, stick it in the belly of the running back, turn, throw it really, really quickly. And you could tell, maybe rushed it a little bit too much, and that was the reason it was an inaccurate throw.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. It's complete. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the crow route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Gives it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Finds the tight end. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big third down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays, this guy.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bradley. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas. Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Oh, he just needed to stretch the ball out a few inches more, and he would have picked up the first down. It was a great individual effort there on third down, getting back a bunch of yards, and now they're in a position to go for it here on fourth.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Intercepted, a first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Give to the running back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line, pick up a 4. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Rushes on him. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. The Huskers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. On 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On the ground, it's Lacey. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Nelson. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Caught behind the line. It's Markway. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up one quarter. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So now to start the second quarter, they'll line up and try a field goal. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Trying to set up the screen. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that?
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Lacy. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
And the Rebels will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Bradley. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Here we go. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
And the Huskers want to crank the tempo. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Nelson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Nelson. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Now the play fake. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And now if I was the offense, I'd think about getting the football maybe out on the perimeter somewhere because you're getting beaten and eaten alive in the interior. You had a gain of no yards the last play. You just gave up a sack. Put your quarterback, put the football out on the perimeter in space.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Strong, firm tackle.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Fourth and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Here's the pressure. Touchdown, Husker. Quick strike through the air for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big field. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Notre Dame. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quick strike complete. He has a knack for taking away the tackler's leverage. He's out to the 34. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. They get to him as he throws. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Moves around to clear up the vision. This time he's got his man. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Watkins. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. throws toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And this game is going perfect for the defense right now. They haven't been on the field that much. The offense hasn't had that many possessions. Here we are at the end of the first half. They're still pitching a shutout, and they're ready for this quarterback to take shots. They're sensing the frustration, and that time in perfect position.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike. We've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Dropping back, it's Simmons. He wants it all. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Fit it in the window for the score.
And this defense, just a little bit of a letdown right before the half. Been controlling this football game, been dominating this football game, giving up points, got to go into half, get it buckled back down, get that intensity cranked back up.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Power football with the run. Got the first down and more. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This kick would be hard enough straight on. 57 yards. He's also on the left hash. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This kick would be hard enough straight on. 57 yards. He's also on the left hash. And he had just enough to will that one home. And that lead grows even bigger. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. enough time to get off one final play of the half. Throws it back. Bringing the heat. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Cornhuskers will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. And this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Back to throw, it's Simmons. Looking for a huge play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw it. It's complete to the left. Slips a tackle and he's got room. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Four receivers set, two on each side on 2nd and 8. From the gun, give on the inside. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after.
On fourth down, going to the air. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Nelson. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. The Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Hand off from the shotgun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Cornhuskers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Really nice third down sub defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up for it.
Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Alabama has the lead right now, but this Tide crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside Bryant-Denny. They're up by 8 over Notre Dame. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boys, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
Snagged in the middle. It's Lincoln. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The Huskers have it in scoring position on first and goal. This is a design run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. The Rebels in the hurry up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And completed. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Using his feet. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Grab behind the line. It's Nelson. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a first down.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the catch. It's Bell. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And he gets the first down, but, man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. They'll run it. It's Nelson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Got it in the middle. It's Nelson. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! And the stomping has commenced. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Rebels will hustle to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times. You've turned the football over. Like,
it's picked off, and that's number 10. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
On the snap, it's Nelson. Can't get him to the ground. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on third down. Quarterback may change this route. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Caught over the middle, it's Bell. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to the ground with the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And the Huskers are in the hurry up. Ready, set. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Now he's going to break the pocket. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And they take it in for 6 more points. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll bring it out. It's Harrell. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Swings it out to his running back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air on 2nd down. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Connection to the right. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
The Cornhuskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. To the air, it's Raiola. Flips it out on the screen. Past the 40. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the...
Going for it all. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish
That
this
bum
game
ass
strong.
ain't got no
I think that'll be the
offense.
message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field?
You got all this, everything you got, man. Salute.
Try to be great right here to end the game.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
The last time, hey, look, you was hurt that last game, wasn't you, bro? Shorty said he wants some get back.
I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
My team ain't half the team it was last year.
Fresh set of downs.
But you know you can send a head-to-head whenever you're ready, too. I know I'm probably your friend.
They're going to toss it again.
You can always send a head-to-head.
Still 3 seconds left.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, I don't either.
Not worried about early and down, still trying to execute their offense.
That last game, you felt as though you wasn't supposed to lose. Like, you don't lose to me. Like, we equal. You just had a better game.
Run the clock hits 0, and we are all wrapped up here. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a time.
What? Okay. All right. You'll be okay, though. It's because you need another controller. I gotta buy it. Come on, Jade.
What?